This afternoon in a beautiful autumn day in Melbourne at Cross Keys Reserve. It is third place Essendon Royals taking on second place Preston Lions. And for this point in the season, the stakes could not be higher. To go through both sides in number order for Essendon Royals. Number 1, their keeper, Beth Mason-Jones. Number 2, Marie Rampel. Number 4, Michaela Jurcic. Number 5, Julia Sardo. Number 6, Danielle Marshall. Number 10, Ayano Koizumi. Number 11, Ava Grober. Number 20, Kendra Smith. Number 21, Emma Rovers. Number 23, TJ Blanich. Number 24, Audrey Ostler. On the bench today for Essendon is number 8, Emily Sutcliffe. Number 9, Raquel Dorellas. Number 14, Riona Amia. Number 15, Mia Lantieri Bartley. Number 17, Jacinta De Cruz. And number 19, Eloise De Woiter. For the visitors, Preston Lions this afternoon, coached of course by Dan Foden. Number 1, Charlotte Ray-Horrison. Number 2, Jade Feeks. Number 6, El Talevsky. Number 8, Mary Nishimura. Number 9, Molly May Ramsey. Number 14, Mebe Tanaka. Number 15, Emma Checker. Number 17, Ellie Lamont. Number 21, Hayley Johnson. Number 37, Susan Fonsonkamp. And number 50, their captain, Georgia Henderson, on the bench for Preston today. Number 11, Ellie Varlamink. Number 16, Lani Giudice. Number 22, Eva Harrington. Number 26, Chanel Mikulovsky. Number 31, Sasha Liparidis. And number 55, Dakota Tyson. So as the teams are in their huddles preparing their pre-match speeches, it's a big one. Second week in a row for Preston, of course. Last week, their top-of-the-table clash against Bulleen Lions ended in defeat. Bulleen now top of the table. But Essendon, well, they aren't going to make things any easier for the Lions this afternoon. Third on the table with 6 wins, only 2 defeats so far this season, the Royals, and plenty of big-name signings ready to make their mark on this competition. It'll be a fascinating contest here at Cross Keys Reserve this afternoon. It's Preston who are getting us underway in their white away kits, going from right to left on your screen. And Essendon Royals in their home red, going from left to right. It's the Royals who come away with it early. Sardo looking to get something started in these early exchanges, but calm as you like. Emma Checker at centre-back for Preston, of course. Matilda, 7 caps for Australia. Recently announced her retirement from the A-League Women's, but it's great for this competition that she's decided to continue playing. Preston's keeper, Charlotte Ray-Horrison, with an early touch, coming out to collect that one. Molly May Ramsey starting at left back today. Of course, big name signing for Preston, Jamila Rankin, away this week and the next few weeks with Australian Under-23 duty. Here you go, Essendon on the ball, looking to square it, but Preston's defence is there, able to deal with the early danger. Intercepted again by Kendra Smith. She's looking to get busy in these opening few moments. Osler taking on Checker, looking to cut it back in a shot from the edge of the area by Ayano Koizumi, well over the crossbar. That was a fantastic early opportunity for the home side. Koizumi just leant back, didn't get her body over the shot, and as a result, skied the ball off the frame of goal. But fantastic early signs for the Royals. Interestingly, Essendon haven't scored a lot of goals compared to teams around them in the table. Their haul of 14 so far. You actually have to go down to 8th, down to FV Emerging, to find a team that scored less. But they've been defensively solid, the equal second best defensive team, along with Preston, their opponents, with 10 goals conceded so far. incredibly difficult team to beat, particularly at home, where the atmosphere, the small ground, really is a home fortress for the Royals. Fon Song Cam, great turn from Fon Song Cam. She's got Lamont in the middle. If she can find her, Susan Fon Song Cam forced to cut it back inside, goes to ground, and no foul given by the referee. Of course, what a player Susan Fon Song Cam is. She's been a regular at A-League Women's level the last few seasons. Still only 23 years of age. Feels like she's been around the place forever. Played at Western Sydney Wanderers and Perth Glory. Last season at Perth Glory, she was superb in the first half of the season when they were challenging for top of the table, and then, much like the rest of her team, things didn't quite go her way in the latter half of the season. But still showing all of her talent in a career that so far has been very disrupted through injury. Hopefully we'll see in the NPL Victoria for the first time what she can do with the season injury-free. Osler to Koizumi, intercepted by her countrywoman Nishimura. Nishimura one way, the other, comes out with it in the end. Lamont. Checker will just calm things down. So Essendon with the throw, TJ Vlanic, another player, very experienced, lots of A-League Women's experience with Melbourne City and also Western United most recently. Preston have come away with the free kick there. Vlanic also a regular for the Serbian national team, the 33-year-old, formerly of Boleyn in the NPLW Victoria. Has come to Essendon this season. Shimura looking to release Lamont. The ball does come away to her eventually. Lamont bounce didn't quite go her way. Still going, Ellie Lamont. She's looking for support. It will come in this form of Fon Song Cam. Will she need it? It's palmed away. And Fon Song Cam couldn't get there to tuck the ball into the back of the net. It was great work from Lamont. The initial ball over the top didn't quite bounce her way. Still forced a good save from Beth Mason-Jones. The Royals defence were able to scramble it out of danger. And Preston just trying to up the ante now. They had that early scare with Koizumi's shot over the crossbar, and now the Lions just starting to assert themselves a little bit more on proceedings. Well, Talevski won't want to watch that one back. Pretty errant pass to give Royals back possession. Nishimura. Lamont. Back to midfield, and they're now wide. The pace of Molly May Ramsey. There's good defending, though, from Marie Rampal, a 28-year-old, to ensure that that attack went no further. Throw in for Preston. Dangerous area. Headed away only as far as Lamont. Nishimura can't get there, and now Osler. Vlanic. See the idea behind that ball over the top. Fonsong Cam. Good ball out wide, but not able to be controlled out there, although this time looking to move it up pitch was Johnson, couldn't do so. Good switch of play from the Royals. Vlanic back into the middle. Has to be dealt with well, and is, by Jade Feeks for Preston. Fonsong Cam. Henderson. And ball over the top, not working out that time. Osler looking to chase this down, and has gotten onto it, Audrey Osler, but is called back for offside, or perhaps a foul in the build-up. The assistant referee on this near side had his flag raised. Looks like it was for offside. Home fans not too happy about it. Ray Horizon, the 17-year-old, on free kick duties. Tanaka. Headed on. But a foul in the process means that the Royals will get the ball back via a free kick. Vlanic. Her free kick comes all the way through to Checker. Feeks looking to hit it over to Fonsong Cam. It's dealt with comfortably by Danielle Marshall, the American. Played 4 seasons of AFLW, Marshall. She was recruited from the United States, the first female player to do so in the AFL. But played college football and is now here at the ripe old age of 32, back playing the sport that was her first love in the NPLW Victoria competition. Koizumi. Julia Sato. Smith. Back out to Sato, and she'll play it back to her right, back in Rampal. Her long ball wasn't able to find a target. Ava Grober looking to get involved on that far side as well. Grober. She was the Royals' first new signing in 2024, actually, the former Calder player. Also has been a Western United trade-on in the A-League Women's. Only 21 years of age, 2 goals so far this season. She'll be hoping to add to that this afternoon. Here comes the first corner of the game. Delivered into the middle, dangerous corner. It's not quite dealt with by Preston. The Royals, well, they almost had a second bite at it. In the end, the critical mass of Lions defenders got there to head it away. Sato trying to play those tricky balls in behind. Emma Robers controlling well. She played out to Vlanic. Grober. Sanaka Dropping deep to win that ball. We saw what Tanaka can do in her first game for Preston, scoring the winner against South Melbourne. But here come the Royals. Grober, oh, dangerous. She didn't connect the way she would have liked, but sort of lobbed in the air. It was a difficult one for Ray Horizon to read. The young keeper got underneath it in the end and put herself in the best possible position, dealt with it well. Intercepted in midfield by Robers. Now Osley. Audrey Osley takes a strike. Drags it wide. Wins a corner though in the process. And again, the 19-year-old didn't connect with it. Maybe was a little bit off balance, but it's a pretty good result in the end for the Royals. They've been applying the pressure in these last few minutes. It'll be Grober to take the Royals' second corner. Delivered in. Headed back in by Robers. Can Grober get there? She can. And on the volley, it would have been something quite spectacular again, causing some problems in the air for Ray Horizon. But she does claim. Former FV emerging goalkeeper, also Melbourne City injury replacement player all the way back in 2022-23, so has always been quite highly rated. Now, Georgia Henderson in space for Preston. Had to take the first time strike. She could see the defence out of the corner of her eye. Was never really challenging Beth Mason-Jones. Ramsey being called for a foul throw. We don't see that too often in this competition. Got to put both hands behind the head with the throw. Ramsey, good throw this time. Preston looking to work an opening. Out wide, Johnson. And that ball from Lamont. Not quite on the same page. Ostler couldn't chase it down. Checker will collect. Got the Michaela Jurčić fan club next to me. Always good to hear. Ball in from Sato. Not a good one that time, so Preston again with the goal kick. Ray Horizon's goal kick. Collected well by Johnson. Von Songkamp has been so busy on that right-hand side so far. That ball was a bit much even for her. Although Preston will come away with the ball in the end via a throw-in in their opposition's half. There's an all-action start to this game. Things may be just settling into a bit of a rhythm. Throw in. Came off a Royals head, so Preston now will have their first corner of the afternoon. It will be Von Songkamp who'll take. Ishimura coming short to be an option. Otherwise, Lamont, Johnson, the obvious targets. Emma Checker as well. Not shy of scoring a goal from a set-piece, Checker, in her career. Von Senkem's corner's low. And it's cleared away decisively at the front post. Talevski. Back to Checker. Molly May Ramsey. Up against Sardo. It's going to be one of the tougher assignments, but that's fantastic work from Ramsey. Lamont delivering. And Vlanic is able to hook it away. Talevski tries to put it back into the mixer, but again, Vlanic, no nonsense defending. And an opportunity for Grober to get past Feeks. Feeks has done very well, the 26-year-old there. Nice little 1-2 on that side. Tanaka and Fonsonkamp connecting well. Checker seeing some space, taking it. No ball, not able to find Lamont. Now Checker a little bit out of position after that run, but the Royals not able to take advantage. You can see what the thought process was. And Ostler would have had to be Usain Bolt to make that ball in behind. And even then, it was a little bit iffy. It's very interesting seeing Tanaka at right back after her goal-scoring heroics earlier in the season. Definitely one to watch this space. Lamont. The pace of Lamont getting in behind. He's got Nishimura in support. Players in the middle queuing up now as well. But the ball was met by Kendra Smith instead. Preston just happy to sit back and let the Royals have possession in their own half. The Lions know that if they can win the ball in midfield, they've got the pace of Lamont and Fonsonkamp in particular up top. Looking to use those to full advantage. Johnson. Oh, dangerous ball back in the middle now. Koizumi trying to find space to shoot. It's cleared, but only as far as Smith. Her ball, though, can't find Ostler, rather. Molly May Ramsey. Preston managing to get it away from Robers. And now Miri Nishimura has the ball in acres of space. She'll be tracked down from behind by Ava Grober. Manages to poke it forward to Fonsonkamp. Fonsonkamp, look at that turn of pace. But her ball in the middle is cleared away well. Ball now back in. Smith not able to deal with it that time. Fonsonkamp back into midfield. Talevski on the way out to Ramsey. Lamont. Molly May Ramsey's ball. Well, evaded everyone. But to the advantage of the Royals, thankfully for them. Saw a similar goal last week, actually. I believe it was South Melbourne against Box Hill, and the ball just seems to kind of beat everyone that time, though. It went in the back of the net today and fizzed just wide. And the keeper of Beth Mason-Jones' experience probably had it covered if it was on target, mind you. Of course, the 26-year-old former Melbourne Victory and Canberra United player. Over 100 appearances in the NPLW competition. So she is certainly a very, very safe pair of hands. Here's Vlanic. Eva Grober looking to play the ball around the corner, and a handball against Preston right outside the area. That is about as close to a penalty as you can possibly get. Well, the Royals will have to feel a little bit hard done by there. That would be, oh gosh, less than a metre away from the penalty area. So now a huge opportunity from the free kick for the Royals, for the home side to take the lead. It's TJ Vlanic and also Grober standing over it. The left foot of Vlanic. Looks like she will be the one to take. She leaves. Grober shoots over the crossbar. Well, danger averted from Preston's point of view. But it was a wonderful opportunity for the Royals. Again, just centimetres away, you would think, from being awarded a penalty. Ray Harrison's goal kick. Johnson. Lamont. Back to Johnson. Johnson loses out in midfield, so the Royals can spring in transition. Grober cutting inside, looking to hold off her defenders. Smith. Long diagonal, cut out well by Preston's defence. Molly May Ramsey in a battle with Rampel. Rampel wins out, so Sato will be able to deliver another ball in. Nishimura, more appeals for a handball, not given that time. Emma Checker, well, calm as you like on the ball is Checker. As much as Preston are looking to capitalise with their pacey wingers, the Royals can do the same as well. It's always the most dangerous part of a game when you lose the ball in midfield like that. There's always potential trouble. Speaking of trouble, there's been a coming together on that side. Maybe Tanaka has legally pulled down Ava Grober, according to the referee. So the Royals will have another free kick in another dangerous area, maybe just out of shooting distance this time. It will be the left foot of Vlanic who will take the free kick this time. Delivering. And an inventive strike. Well, that would have been goal of the season, you'd imagine, if that had gone in. Julia Sato somehow twisted her body to just backheel the ball in. Ray Harrison, though, was able to get there. It sort of lobbed up slowly enough for the goalkeeper to adjust. Incredibly inventive from Sato, who has already scored once in her one game this season for the Royals. Maybe she's looking for another today. Slow goes to ground, gets back up, tries to continue the attack. Nishimura, though, nips in and wins the ball. So here's von Sonkam. A lot of work to do this time for Nsonkem. She'll cut inside. Talevski forced to turn away. Molly May Ramsey. Lamont loses out. Now the Royals. What can they spring in transition? Rampal. 1-2 with Sardo. Still going is Marie Rampal. Molly May Ramsey, though, comes back and gets in the way. Wearing the numbered 9 shirt, Molly May Ramsey at left back. Certainly not one for the football purists. Number 9, of course, typically associated with centre forwards. Henderson. Good touch by Nsonkem. Flanish, though, is there to head it away. It's been a great battle on that side. Plenty still to come. Good touch from Osler. Strike from distance, Osler. Always shaping slightly wide from the 19-year-old. Where the connection she got on that strike will be very encouraging. She's very highly rated, the youngster, formerly of Boleyn and also Ringwood. Of course, 4 goals already this season for Osler. For Nsonkem, great turn to get away from Vlanich. She's got Lamont on her inside. She'll look to find her, but slipped at the decisive moment. She's done that a few times for Nsonkem, just burning her defenders on that side. But so far, not able to find the final ball that would put the visitors in front. Of course, a reminder, Preston sitting second on the table. They have 4 points in front of third place Essendon Royals, although the Royals do have a game in hand. After one top of the table clash last week between Preston and Boleyn, we have as close to this week between second and third. As Lamont called back for offside. Ball launched forward from the free kick. Nishimura does well to keep possession. Ramsey plays back to Checker. Good touch from Henderson. Look to play in Nishimura. Now the American is offside. Hayley Johnson. You would have backed her in the kind of form that she's in to finish from there. 8 goals so far this season in 9 appearances. But the offside flag was up on that far side. Morgan O'Reilly, the assistant referee today, on that side. Nishimura intercepts. Johnson, good touch again. Nishimura looking to strike from distance, finds Lamont, who was offside again. Vince Battiato will be pretty happy with the way that the defensive line is working together for the Royals. They're catching Preston offside on quite a number of occasions. Checker. Ramsey. Well intercepted by Koizumi. Koizumi shoots! Firmly struck from Ayano Koizumi. This time just over the crossbar, whiskers away from nestling into the top of that net. Well, a warning shot from Koizumi, who's been busy so far in this game. You do not want to leave her with time and space in those sorts of areas. She was the VPLW's best and fairest last season, and you can see why. She's taking all of that quality into the NPLW competition this season. Ball beat Ramsey there, but Checker was able to clear instead. Robers. Marshall. Intercepted by Tanaka. Fonsong Cam. Johnson. To Levski. Pressure being applied. Julia Sardo. Levski able to get it away. Fonsong Cam. Strong challenge by Vlanic. Fonsong Cam's beaten her a few times so far today. On that occasion, Vlanic had her number. And the checker looking for that long ball again. Lamont not able to get on top of it. Talevski can't beat the Royals midfield. It's a real tussle in there. A lot of technical players on both sides getting involved. Fakes. Cut out by Marshall. And Nostra, well, she gave herself up then. The 19-year-old. Molly Mae Ramsey. And her cross. Oh, she didn't connect at all with that one. Was a little bit off balance, just sort of toe poked it forward. So Beth Mason-Jones happy to come and collect, take her time. Still scoreless as we approach the 35th minute of this clash between third place Royals and second place Preston Lions. Started off at a real high intensity. Game settled a little bit now, but still opportunities on both sides and both teams with the quality to make something happen at any point. Here's Fonsong Cam. Susan Fonsong Cam can't beat Vlanic. And in fact out for a goal kick, so best possible scenario for the Royals there. Rampal looking for the long ball, and Koizumi may have been away if she wasn't brought down by Jade Feeks. Who will be lucky to escape without a caution here. That seems to be what Emma Rovers is saying. Well, the qualification to be a yellow card is stopping a promising attack. Of course, we all know about the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, which is a red. If you deny a promising attack, that is where the yellows come in. Not that time, though, as the free kick comes in, and a header has to be palmed away by Harry Hoyerson. And the follow-up, well, it's not clear yet for Preston. Eventually, it's scrambled away. That was almost an own goal by Preston. It was a well-hit free kick, dangerous to deal with. But the 17-year-old keeper is equal to it now. The Royals still on the charge here. Osler shoots, blocked away. Tanaka that time got there to block the shot. Gives high fives to her goalkeeper as well. Perhaps an acknowledgement of that earlier save. Well, suddenly, it's all happening across Keys Reserve. Essendon coming so close to the opener again. They've had the better of the opportunities, the home side. Haven't been able to convert yet. Grover's corner towards the back post, a header, and it's gone all the way in. It's Emma Robers who opens the scoring for the Royals and gives the third place side the lead. 1-0 at Cross Keys Reserve. Well, it's been coming. Essendon have had the better of this half so far. They've had the better opportunities. Emma Robers, unmarked at the back post. The former Calder United player. A perfectly placed header. Well beyond what Charlotte Ray Horrison could get to. She just made a pretty fantastic save, but couldn't stop that one. But it's Preston straight away, looking to get back into the contest with a corner. Well, what can they do here, Preston? Because they've been the second best team for a little while in this half now. Fonsonkamp looking to whip it in. Can't get there, and it's cleared away again by the Royals. Again, Fonsonkamp's looked so dangerous, but it's that final touch they haven't been able to put together just yet, the Lions. Essendon back on the ball. Izumi. Smith. Her ball looking to hit the feet of Grover. Just went beyond her. Checker. Ramsey. Nishimura trying to tuck it around the corner, finds Fonsonkamp. Lamont. Ellie Lamont driving forward. Good hands from Mason Jones. It's not easy to grasp those ones, and of course if she'd have palmed it away, there was Fonsonkamp there was Nishimura as well. Unfortunately, Lamont looks to be in some discomfort after that run. Perhaps not much to it, just forceful defending. Long ball from Mason Jones. Rober's the goal scorer. Sardo will play it all the way back to Jurcic, and Jurcic's ball. Well, again, everything is contested at the moment. This time ruled against Talevski for a handball offence. Real emphasis with referees at the moment about where the arm is positioned. Sardo cutting inside, Lamont coming back and gathering. Molly May Ramsey. Fonsonkamp switch sides. She's come over to this near side to try and affect something perhaps directly opposite Michaela Jurcic instead of TJ Vlanic. Teams do like to do that, just mix things up. Change the players that you're coming up against. It can change the dynamic as well. Talevski Trying to see the ball out, does so in the end. Ray Horrison looking to find Johnson. It goes over her. Johnson puts in the challenge on Marshall, but the Royals again able to hold possession. Johnson couldn't get there ahead of Vlanic. Rovers will calmly play it back to Jurcic. Sardo. This is good from the Royals. Happy to just see the clock tick down before half-time. They're the team in the lead. Don't need to really push anything at this stage. Waiting for Preston to come at them and then create the space in behind for a ball just like that. It was Ostler who almost forced her way through, just sheer force of will. And now, here's a problem. Right in front of the Preston bench, Johnson has been taken down. It was a high boot as well. The referee doesn't see too much untoward in it. It was a high raking boot. It was one of those that might end up quite sore for Johnson. Thankfully, she's able to walk it off. Lamont chasing this one down. Ellie Lamont. Jurcic forced to put it out for a corner. Acrobatic as well from Lamont, who was able to get the ball before it fell over the fence. Can they get something back just before the half-time break? Preston. Ishimura's corner into the mixer, danger zone. Mason Jones, well, she wasn't able to gather the first time, but at the second time of asking, was able to fall on the ball and claim. So we've ticked over the regulation 45 minutes. No fourth official board today. So your guess is as good as mine as to how many minutes of additional time there will be in this first half. Likely only 1 minute. There wasn't too many stoppages in that first 45. You'd imagine the home side will be happy enough to see the clock tick down. Marshall. Vlanic, maybe one more opportunity for either side. TJ Vlanic driving forward into that space. Still going here, Vlanic. Couldn't get the ball in. It was well done by Tanaka, who was able to win the ball, the Japanese national. Long throw into the mix-up. Nishimura tried to clear it away, but ended up being Checker, who the ball rebounded off for Royals corner. You'd have to imagine this will be close to the last action of the half. They scored off one corner from the other side, the Royals. I'll be hoping they can score off another here. Ava Grober again to take. Grober's corner, high. Header just wide again. Danielle Marshall, left highest. and could only steer it wide. But at half-time, it is the home side, the Essendon Royals, who lead 1-0 thanks to a back post header from a corner from Emma Robers. It's been a reasonably even game. Both sides have had their chances, but it's fair to say the Royals have had the better of those opportunities so far in the first 45. Still plenty of action to come at Cross Keys Reserve. Don't go anywhere, but at half-time, it is Essendon Royals 1, Preston Lions 0. and welcome back to Cross Keys Reserve, where the Essendon Royals currently lead the Preston Lions 1-0. Thanks to an Emma Rober's header towards the end of that first half. The 25-year-old former Melbourne Victory and also Western United player found herself free at the back post and made absolutely no mistake. Her header getting past Charlotte Frey-Horrison in Preston Lions goal and giving the home side a well-deserved 1-goal lead. Both sides have had their chances. Preston's certainly not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination, but the Royals just able to suffocate Preston a little bit in that half. The Lions struggling perhaps to get the ball through Essendon. Susan Fonsong-Cam was incredibly impressive on this right-hand side for Preston, but again, it was just finding that final ball. Hayley Johnson, who scored 8 goals so far this season, maybe not getting as involved as she would have liked. And so you just wonder what changes we'll see in the second half as Preston try to get back into this contest. We're all set to go in the second half as Audrey Osler standing over the ball for Essendon. And we are back underway in this second stanza. It is the home side, the Royals in their red kit, going from right to left on your screen. And Preston in their white, going the opposite way. Here is Osler on the ball early, the 19-year-old from Songcam dropping deep to collect. She'll play it back to Tanaka. And Songcam. Early pressure from Koizumi, who wins the ball. Koizumi flashes a strike across the face of goal. And she had an opportunity very early in the first half, and now again she's had one early in the second on both occasions. Not able to hit the target. Second season at the Royals for Koizumi. And Songcam against Vlanic again. That was a fantastic battle in the first half. I'm sure we'll see more of that this time around. Good touch from the Mont. Henderson. Georgia Henderson. Play it back to Lamont, whose heavy touch gets away from her and allows Michaela Jurcic to clear it away. Checker, long diagonal. Looking for Johnson. Henderson. Can't get it past Marie Rampal. And the Royals happy to clear it up pitch. Ostler, forced back. Johnson, Henderson. It's good work from Robers to keep pace and get the ball back for the Royals. Sardo wins a free throw, wins a throw rather for Essendon, Rampart would sake. Robers hooks it around into the middle. Well, it was a 2v2 there. Koizumi and also Ava Grober were lurking. I'm not sure the Lions defence anticipated that ball in. It was a good one from Sardo. Johnson trying to get it over Vlanic and into the path of Fonsong-Cam. Fonsong-Cam picks it up eventually, although is brought to ground, and a foul goes against Kendra Smith. Fonsong-Cam Looks to be quite hurt here. The physio will be called onto the pitch. It looks like Smith may have just sort of fallen on top of her as she brought her to ground. There is some real concern here for the 23-year-old. She's had a career that's been very heavily disrupted by injuries. She's always been a standout at NPL New South Wales level, has shown glimpses of it at A-League Women's level. A junior Matilda, a young Matilda. And hopefully this is nothing untoward here, something that she's just able to shake off. Only her second appearance for Preston to date in the NPLW Victoria. She scored 14 goals last season in the NPL New South Wales competition. It's just another reminder of the quality of player that she is, and it would be a real shame if that duel that she's had going on with fellow A-League women's player TJ Vlanic is forced to come to an untimely end due to an injury. She is walking off, so that's a good sign. No doubt the physio will continue to assess her off the pitch. Looks like to be just checking her neck and her back is okay. Obviously not an area that Preston will take any risks in at all. Talevski will get play restarted from the free kick. Johnson. Back to Nishimura. Talevski. Of course, Preston temporarily down to 10 as Fonsonkamp is receiving treatment. Lamont chasing this one down. Awkward bounce for everybody. It's come away. But a foul given against Lamont. Mason Jones got her body in the way. Just between Lamont and the ball, and Lamont fouled her in the process of attempting to win the ball back. Vlanic. Headed away by Tanaka. Nishimura drops deep. Molly May Ramsey. They're looking for Johnson almost every time with those balls up the pitch. She can win them in the air, but perhaps doing her a disservice to have her not as the focal point, but rather as the target in midfield, as in good signs Fonsonkamp does re-enter the field of play. All of the tests are done and she is fit to continue, so that's great news for this contest and for the league and for any Preston fans watching as well. The Royals still making their way forward. Checker got in the way and it's cleared to Fonsonkamp. We'll head to Tanaka. Not able to reel it in. The Japanese national. Vlanic. Henderson trying to collect off Grober, but it is the Royals who keep possession. Smith sprays it out wide. Sato play it back to Rampal. Rampal's ball intercepted well. A good touch by Tanaka. Again, that ball looking for Johnson straight away. She can't get there that time. Good ball from Koizumi, searching for the run of Sato. Molly May Ramsey able to get there in time. Good ball, finding the feet of Tanaka. And again, Johnson not able to get there. Johnson. Vlanich. Tanaka intercepts. Fonsong Cam weaving one way, then the other. Still going. Forced to play back to Checker. Ramsey. And the Checker, she was being chased down there by Audrey Osler, as well as Julia Sato. She was forced to clear it up, pitch away from danger. Good work from Molly May Ramsey to distribute to Lamont. Ellie Lamont, that pace. He's Henderson. Georgia Henderson can't beat the defence of the Royals, so it will be a Preston corner. This second half, really, it's been a half of few chances so far. Preston will be hoping to change that with this set piece. Miri Nishimura, the player, standing over it. She will deliver towards the near post. Hooked away, only as far as Tanaka. They play it back to Nishimura. Back into the mixer again. Johnson falling to the Mont, who never got her body over the shot. So it'll sail over towards that scoreboard behind Essendon's goal. Jurčic's ball reeled in by Talevski. Robers. Johnson trying to nip in and win the ball, can't do so. Smith able to get the ball back to Robers, although it'll go the way to Grober instead. Johnson. Defended well by Grober. And Johnson will take the throw quickly, looking for Fonsong Cam. Vlanich does well and will release the ball of her own. Straight into the breadbasket of Emma Checker. Now the pace of Molly May Ramsey putting a lot of pressure on Marie Rampal on that side. Something that Preston certainly do have in abundance is that pace at the flanks. Checker, long diagonal. Johnson is there. Beth Mason-Jones punches away, and a real appeal for a foul. Not given. Well, I'll tell you what, there was a real opportunity there for Preston to put one away, not able to do so. And the foul not given as Georgia Henderson was brought to ground. We'll have another chance here though. Fonsong Cam cutting inside, will shoot on her left. Mason-Jones equal to it. Well, that potential foul earlier against Henderson, maybe she made the most of the contact, but it did seem like there was contact there. Not sure whether it would have been inside or outside the penalty area. That could be a big moment in this match. Grober. Ray Horizon will come and collect. Still no need for panic stations for Preston. They've shown that they can create opportunities and put pressure on the Royals. Something's just not quite clicking the way that it has for them this season. Maybe not quite as free-flowing as they have been. There is kind of this over-reliance, particularly in the second half, of these long balls to Johnson. I guess an expectation that Johnson will muscle off the defender and win the ball and be able to play in the likes of Fonsonkamp and Lamont. But really, they've had their most success going directly to the flanks, either playing to Fonsonkamp or to Lamont and letting them just get in behind. That's an errant touch from Talevski. A great turn from Ostler, who hits the post, does she? Or does it go in behind? Well, that confused everyone, including me, for a moment. I believe the ball went out and hit the fence behind the goal, or perhaps the wheel of the goal, which is why it came back out the way it did. So it will be a Royals corner. Grober delivers. Dangerous again. Punched away by Ray Horizon. And a volley on the edge of the area from DJ Vlanic. What a goal for the Royals. It doubles their lead. Well, so often you see the Bulls sit up on the edge of the area like that. So often you see the Bulls sky in every which direction. But Vlanic has found the target and tucked it away. Well, the Royals, after withstanding some pressure from Preston up one end, have produced a moment of magic up the other end. After Ray Horizon was taken out of play, punching the ball away, it fell to Vlanic, who was able to control the half volley well. It's so much harder than it looks, those kinds of opportunities. You see it happen so often. This time, Vlanic was able to hit the target. There were no Preston defenders in sight. Their goalkeeper was already out of the picture. It will be an uphill battle now for Preston to get back into this game. Tanaka. Fonsonkamp dropping deep to collect, and the ball comes up and hits her hand on the way. As happened a couple times in the first half. That's another handball where, yes, even though it's hit Fonsonkamp first, because her arm was away from her body, that is being emphasised to referees this season as a handball offence, her arm in an unnatural position. So that is why the offence was recorded against her. TJ Vlanic, the goal scorer, to take the free kick into the middle again. Dangerous again for the Royals. Fonsonkamp trying to create something from nothing. Fonsonkamp. She's not happy at the way she was taken down. Nothing in it, says the referee. Might be something in that, and indeed there was. Lamont fouling Julia Sardo. Ball delivered in, headed away. Fonsonkamp hooks it over the top, looking for Tanaka, who may well get more involved in an attacking sense now that Preston are 2 goals down. The ball's gone past Checker. So Feeks having to deal with it, and Ray Horrison able to claim the ball from Ostler. Nishimura. Molly May Ramsey being urged forward by her teammates. Mont forced backwards again. Feeks. Fonsongkham. Nishimura. Well, they'll have to force the issue a little bit more now, Preston, but it will open up space in behind. Grober, good touch. Fonsongkham determined to drop deep and prevent that attacking threat. Long ball, Tanaka. Another handball against Tanaka. We will see some substitutions now, 2 apiece. So for the Royals, Marie Rampal is making her way off the pitch, as is Audrey Osler. For Preston, it's Jade Feeks and El Talevsky who are coming off. For Essendon, Raquel Durales is one of the players coming on. Of course, has played a couple of seasons for Western United. Also has been at Calder United since she was 16, 22 years of age now, and playing for the Royals. Riona Amia also coming on for Essendon. As Vlanich puts in the free kick. It's come out wide straight away to Amia, and almost the substitutes combining immediately. Well, it was Durales who managed to play the ball into the path of Amia. It wouldn't have counted in the end, as the flag was up on that side. What an introduction that would have been for the 2 Royals substitutes. Well, Eva Harrington is one of the Preston substitutes. She's getting involved almost immediately. Fonsongkham has gone central, playing it to Johnson. Hayley Johnson against Flanage. She's got targets in the middle. Johnson played out against Flanage for a corner. Lani Giudice, the other substitute brought on the pitch for Preston. So Durales and Amia for Royals, and Harrington and Giudice for Preston in that double substitute apiece. Mary Nishimura will be the one to take this corner for Preston towards the back post, and it's gone over the crossbar. Well, it was bouncing around. It was a heart-in-mouth moment for the Royals defence. The Lions player got a boot to it, but could only skew it over the crossbar. Intercepted by Molly May Ramsey. Johnson tried to turn it into the path of Fonsongkham. Harrington now in a battle. It's Mia who comes away with it. Durales Looking to tuck it to a teammate, and Mia intercepts. Grober. Ava Grober hits it wide on an instant impact from the Royals bench. Of course, Durala's a great player to bring on at this stage of the game. 2 goals to the good, and you have the luxury of bringing on a player of the quality of Duralis. Good touch by Tanaka. Johnson. Von Songkamp chasing it down and gets there. Susan Von Songkamp looking to square it. Good work again from Danielle Marshall, who has popped up every time her team has needed her today. And close to scoring as well. Has been defensively rock solid at the back. Long throw. Good touch. Vlanic able to clear. And that's a line that's been said plenty of times today. Vlanic has been involved in almost everything this afternoon. She's been defensively solid. Scored the Royals' second as well. Good work from Henderson, but Lamont not able to get on the end of that ball as we approach the final 20 minutes of regulation time of this game, and it is the Royals who are leading 2-0 thanks to goals to Emma Robers and TJ Vlanic. Checker. Johnson. Tanaka. Nishimura. Miri Nishimura, she can score from this distance. It crashes against Marshall. And now on the break are the Royals. Good ball from Amea. The pace of Molly May Ramsey wins out. Look at this pressure, though, from the Royals. Very difficult to play out. You can understand why Preston didn't want to give the ball away. And now, again, Amea intercepts Ava Grober. Bounces straight into the gloves of Frey Horrison, who wanted to play it quickly. Duralis was being a nuisance. Johnson wins the header. And it's come out all the way to Lamont. Her diagonal ball that was looking for Tanaka, not able to find the target. Molly May Ramsey. And Nishimura is the one on the ball after all of that, trying to play it through to Von Songkamp. It does look like Eva Harrington has come on in right back, which has meant that Tanaka is able to play further forward on that right wing, which really is where she's probably best suited based on what we've seen in the NPL so far. Von Songkamp trying to poke it through. Well, it's come away to Lamont, who strikes! And Nellie Lamont gets one back for Preston. It gives them a lifeline in this game, 2-1. And with 20 minutes or so to go, anything is still possible. Oh, Preston. They've been searching for that goal. They've been struggling to create opportunities. And they finally got one back. Here goes Lamont again. Out wide to Johnson, who's offside. Here come the Royals, looking to restore that 2-goal lead. Camp. All over the top again, looking for the run of Henderson. Georgia Henderson. And a shot from Harrington. Skews wide. Suddenly, Preston are the team in the ascendancy. Royals again looking to hit back. Not able to get past this defence, who was suddenly invigorated after that strike. Ellie Lamont, her 6th of the season. There's a belated call for offside. It goes the way of Preston. Nishimura to Checker. Searching again for that run of Johnson, who suddenly has started winning those one-on-one duels. Johnson squaring it into the middle. There were 2 players there. Fonsonkamp and Tanaka. Nishimura. Well, as the weather is cooling here at Cross Keys Reserve, Preston are just beginning to heat up. Tanaka can't get around Kendra Smith. Good touch from Doralis. Of course, when that double substitution was made by Vince Battiato, it looked like the Royals may well run away with the game. They were 2 goals to the good. Miranda Ramia, so experienced, and Raquel Doralis were running the show. But it can all change in a heartbeat. The Royals, they'll be nervous here. We know from this season, Preston, they can score from anywhere, they can create from anywhere. We haven't seen that so much in the 75 minutes so far. But could we see it in a dramatic fashion at the end of this game? Here's Tanaka. Nishimura. Fonsonkamp. Checker now wins the ball off Doralis. Nishimura runs into traffic, but it comes away to Checker. Emma Checker sees her space and takes it. Tanaka. Mebe Tanaka can only hit it straight into the gloves of Mason Jones. Checker again involved against Doralis. Looking to play it forward again, Amia. Out wide. Clever ball in behind for Sato. Cross delivered, Checker. Good positioning as always. It really is the heart of everything in defence for Preston, and you would expect her to be with her wealth of experience, Matilda's caps. Tanaka putting the pressure on Vlanic. Robers. Ava Grober. And a wonderful touch now from Lamont, the goal scorer, charging forward. A new lease of confidence for her. Had a quiet second half before that goal. And that is certainly one way to assert yourself on the contest. So another substitution now for the Royals. It's Ayano Koizumi who will be leaving the field of play. Koizumi was pretty good in the game, had 2 chances at the beginning of each half that she just wasn't able to hit the target with. Was creative for the rest of it. She was replaced by Emily Sutcliffe, Essendon's captain. Here's Checker. Dangerous ball. A little bit too close to Mason Jones. We're at the point in the game where Mason Jones is going to take her time to get up, fall on every ball. Grober looking to play into Rales. Checker wise to the danger. Ray Horrison forced to take the ball out of play. Charlotte Ray Horrison has been pretty good today. She's highly rated for a reason. But does show her age sometimes, only 17 years of age. Another double substitution now for Preston coming off the pitch. Molly May Ramsey and Georgia Henderson. Coming on for Preston, Ellie Varlamink. And also Chanel Nikolovsky, the former Spring Hills player. Varlamink scored 2 goals so far this season. Was she able to produce something from the bench? We'll have to wait and see. There's 8.5 minutes of regular time to go. You'd have to think there'd be some amount of stoppage time, particularly after that injury to Fonsong Cam that she was able to shake off and recover from. Harrington. Up the line to Tanaka. Overlapping run from Harrington. She can't get there ahead of her defender, but Tanaka will regain the ball. Mebe Tanaka, her ball didn't have the direction that she would have liked. Mason Jones able to claim again, able to fall on the ball, take her time, a few bounces. And then a long kick into the mixer. Emma Checker, after a fall from the substitute Varlamink. Her first action of the game. I might want to watch the replay of that one on the VO. Another free kick delivered, headed away. And dangerous from set pieces. The Royals scored all 2 of their goals from corners. Vlanic. It's come away for Sutcliffe. Royals will be happy to keep possession as long as they can. Robers winning out ahead of Tanaka. It'll come to Smith. Lamont got there to prevent the ball, but it's gone out for Royals' throw. Another substitution for Preston. So Hayley Johnson is the player who's come off the pitch. She's replaced by Dakota Tyson. formerly of NTC and South Melbourne as well. Went and played in America in college for Southern New Hampshire. And 23-year-old will be hoping she can be the hero this afternoon. Hasn't scored yet this season. Now would be a pretty good time to do so. Tanaka, again, another handball offence against the Japanese player. And again, a reminder, it's the emphasis for referees is on where her arm is. So again, it's bounced up, unfortunately, but because her arm was in an unnatural position, it wasn't just by her side, it was up near her head. That's why the handball was called on that occasion. So the Royals, a free kick. Emily Sutcliffe is standing over it alongside TJ Vlanich. Vlanich leaves it for Emily Sutcliffe. Hits the wall. Still an opportunity for the Royals, but Nishimura showing all of her tactical nous to come away with it. Her ball, though, could only go as far as Smith. Duralis trying to twist and turn and weave her way to another opportunity. The substitute Tyson getting involved, and, well, we've got a player down in back play. The Royals players are motioning for the referee to stop play. Unfortunately, that looks like something that might be quite serious. You can often tell by the reaction of opposition players as to the extent of a possible injury. Now, unless I'm mistaken, this could be dangerous for Preston if she's not able to continue, because all of their outfield substitutions have already been used. It's Ellie Varlamink who is the player down. She did get to her feet, which is a good sign, but is forced to limp off the pitch. Perhaps an ankle assessment going on that far side. So Preston for now play with 10 and may be forced to play with 10 for the rest of this game. Certainly not ideal when you're behind and you're chasing a game in these sorts of circumstances. There's a long throw from Checker. Never went in the field of play, so should be forced to take it again. Tyson applying the pressure in midfield. Von Songcam playing a ball in behind. Tanaka is brought down. And no foul, says the referee. Well, that is a huge call in this game, because had that been called a foul, you'd imagine he would have had to bring out the red card as well. It would have been a denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity had that foul been called. But the referee says that it was a legal challenge. Tanaka was almost through. Well, that's one for you to decide at home as to whether the referees made the correct call on that occasion. Certainly will be one that's contentious. So we see another substitution for the Royals. Ava Grober, who's been lively today, makes her way off the field of play. Preston still down to 10, with Ellie Varlamink receiving attention for a possible ankle injury on that far side. Oh, a misplaced pass now from the substitute Tyson. Sutcliffe was away, wasn't able to get connection though. Here's Duralis. Her shot blocked from Songcam. Nishimura. Up the line, the speed of Lamont. Ellie Lamont, one way then the other. Tanaka looking to square it, but it's cleared well again by Danielle Marshall. Royals all through to Doralis. Look at the pace of Emma Checker. Well, she might have retired from A-League Women's, but she's still got the fitness. Able to just run down Raquel Doralis. No issues at all. Lamont bounces off one, bounces off another. Able to play a ball through, but not before being collected in the process. And we will see our first yellow card of the game right as we are about to enter stoppage time. Lamont looks in some discomfort here. The physio forced to stop attending to Ellie Varlamink on the sideline and come on the pitch and see what's happened with Lamont. Well, this could be a real bad way to end the game for the Lions, with a goal still to make up if they are to get anything from it, but also with one, possibly two of their players injured. Lamont looks like she will do her best to continue. Physio just helping her off the pitch. So now, Preston Lions will take this set piece effectively with 9 players on the pitch. Emma Checker delivers high. Tanaka is there! Can't steer the header on target. Mebe Tanaka, she's already scored 1 winner for Preston this season. She's hoping to score an equaliser here. Ellie Lamont is back on her feet and trying to get back into the action. She's not running anywhere too fast right at the moment. You'd imagine there will be a decent amount of stoppage time. No fourth official board here again, so we are just guessing at what that added time might be, but you would have to think it would be in the 5-minute plus category, given the injuries and the stoppages that we've had. So still plenty of time for Preston to get another goal and to equalise. Emma Checker waving her players forward. And that's a lovely back heel into the path of Doralis, and you can see the frustration. Audibly said, "What are you doing?" when she tried to play that ball through a phantom player, a phantom teammate perhaps, that she thought was going to make that run through. Von Songkamp trying to chase that one down. Royals players happy to hit it out as far as they can. Royals, the home team, not in any huge rush to get the ball for them. And the play continues after Mia was brought to ground for Essendon. Vlanic hits it as far away as she possibly can. Mia very slow to her feet, the 33-year-old. Played a season for Adelaide United back in 21-22, formerly of Bulleen, South Melbourne and Heidelberg in this competition. She's made a big difference since she's come on. She just has those game smarts, that match knowledge of knowing where to be. The Royals now defending with almost every player they have, defending against 10 players. A reminder as well, Doralis look to play in Sutcliffe, but it's well done by Nishimura. Emma Checker. Lamont is in front of her, but is cut out by Sato. Checker's following up, desperate to try and get that ball back and create one last opportunity for Preston. Good turn from Doralis. Tyson. Her ball forward. not hitting anyone in particular. So again, it comes to Frey Horrison. He'll launch it forward again. Sutcliffe is there. Doralis, fancy footwork. Out wide for Smith. Amia is offside. Well, it was a lovely ball regardless. But the assistant referee Morgan O'Reilly on that side has the flag up for Riona Amia. She scored 3 goals this season. Close to her 4th. Ray Horrison is just trying to launch it forward. Her teammates have got to give her a few more options in midfield. Vlanic can't reel that one in. You're approaching last chance saloon areas for Preston now. But there's no teammates really to throw it to. Von Sonkamp trying to weave and turn. She's been so dangerous but can't get through. And that's an important win for the Royals, winning that throw on this near side. Well, full time at Cross Keys Reserve. An important win for Essendon Royals, who can sign Preston to their 2nd loss in a row. It was goals to Emma Robers in the first half, TJ Vlanic in the second, that secured the win for the Royals. The Lions, they were coming back into the game. It was a really fantastic finish from Ellie Lamont from outside the area in the second half that gave them some hope. But really, even as the momentum was swinging towards Preston, an injury to Ellie Vlamink with 5 minutes or so of regulation time to go brought them down to 10 players and really disrupted the rhythm that they had built. Well, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. A very consequential match for the NPLW Victoria. 3rd place Essendon Royals have defeated 2nd place Preston Lions. And full time, it is Essendon Royals 2, Preston Lions 1.